Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. What a special day it was. First, I would like to talk about how MS Dhoni just came when 3 runs were required to win. I felt it was just to show off in front of Gautam Gambhir and make a soft statement because MS Dhoni is not the kind of guy who makes statements in the press, but on the field, and it was just like a statement that we have dominated you in this game in our own turf, and it was such a convincing win by Chennai Super Kings today. And like you said, Siddharthan, they've won 3 out of 3 now at home. Yeah, Siddharthan, what was your reaction on the game today?
In the first innings, KKR was 6 for
First,
60.
I would like to say Siddharthan
64.
is a CSK fan. So, yeah, really great to have you, Siddharthan, today with us because a lot of our viewers who follow our channel may be seeing you for the first time. So, I just thought I'll say that before we start. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Thanks, Shikhar. Thanks for the no problem. Thanks for the welcome. After the first power play when KKR was batting, I thought they got 60 runs after 6 overs. I thought they'll get 190, 200. And it was good of CSK to come back. Jadeja bowled very well, I thought. It was typical Chennai conditions, even though I think both teams misread the wicket. So after they made 137, it's always going to be CSK's game. These days, when you make 150, 160, it's very hard to win the game, and these guys made only 136. And I felt like the game was CSK played a little safe, as they often do. They could have perhaps batted slightly better. You never know when net run rate calculations will come into play. But overall, satisfied. Dhoni came out to bat, like you said, to make statements. In the previous games, I thought it would have been fun had he come out to bat. I thought somebody like Samir Rizvi or somebody could have gotten a chance in the middle, but that's fine. You know how CSK plays, they don't change and chop too much.
Yeah, especially that DC game, he could have come a bit earlier. I mean, that game was there for the win, I think. But coming to today's game, I thought, Siddharthan, that start that you mentioned, and today Devanshu was just in our group, he was just joking that we'll see Russell go crazy when Tushar Deshpande comes in front of him. So I just had a feeling that, today CSK is going to go back to that Chepauk pitch, which was missing initially, because for the first time in history, not in history, but after a long time, we saw CSK spinners not picking up any wickets in the first 2 games at Chepauk. That's quite surprising because the intrinsic nature of the pitch is so, biased towards spin. But it was so good to see Jaddu. Yeah, Jaddu coming back and picking those wickets and totally destroying the momentum after the power play. I remember there were like 4 overs, they were 11 for 3 or something like that, right? So it was incredible stuff from Jaddu.
And it was a pretty flat wicket if you think about it. There wasn't a lot of turn. There was a little bit slightly more turn than the previous games. But Jaddu keeps things simple. You miss, I hit sort of a situation. And he did well, but he needs to do this more. Oftentimes, when he gets a wicket in the first over, just like Ashwin, he also bowls very well. And these days, Jadeja contributes only with the ball. It's important that he picks these wickets going forward. And overall very happy.
And there at the end, if you heard the presentation, so Harsha Bhogle was asking the Chennai crowd to give him a nickname or something like that, and he said he gave himself Talapati or something. So what is that?
Cricket Talapati.
That logic, the entire thing to us would be great.
So Talapati means commander, and there is this Tamil actor Vijay Talapati who had the title Talapati. And then, of course, you have Dhoni, who's Talaiva, but you short it to Tala, which is what everybody calls him. And then there is Raina, who was like the vice captain of sorts when CSK were in their heyday. And then he became Chinna Talapati. And they were like, Bogle was just saying that you need a nickname now. They're like, you'll be Cricket Talapati. Cricket Tala, something like that.
Okay.
So just like fun things we do in Chennai.
Talaiva means king or something like that? Or what does it mean?
Talaiva means leader. If Talaiva means leader, Talapati means commander.
Okay.
They're not one and the same, but yeah.
Yeah. That was quite interesting part. Like Harsha actually needles these people in the presentation nowadays, I've seen.
yeah. Particularly Jaddu. Last year also Jaddu was crying. They wait for me to get out. They're cheering for me to get out. They have not come to see me bat. It's not true, man. We're happy to see you bat. But
Yeah.
everybody has come to see. You paid the money to come and see Dhoni bat. But yeah,
and Jaddu's batting is a bit boring, man. To be honest.
Last 4 years, yeah. The IPL final, he will survive in the team for the next 2 years with that alone. And the last Jaddu played final was 2019 World Cup semis. After that, I don't. Once in a while, he'll play, perhaps.
Yeah. I think there was some T20 in Australia where I last saw him actually hitting some big sixes to some Australian bowlers. But apart from that, that IPL final was totally like off the charts. That was the true Jaddu moment. I mean, but after that,
he's also a bit like the Ben Stokes. Sorry, go on. Let's come back to the current match.
No. I'm just talking randomly, and I've never seen Siddharthan a team fold off after being 56 in 6 overs to get just 137. And that bowling from Jaddu and also from Thikshana Mustafizur Rahman Deshpande bowled so well to stop Russell and Rinku scoring just 19 runs in 24 balls. That's impossible.
That is brilliant.
Something like that could happen. What would you say about that kind of bowling performance? I mean, it was just off the charts.
It is pretty brilliant. They're bowling all of these undercutters, and they bowl really good lengths, I think, to both Russell and Rinku. Rinku just couldn't get it going. You know how dangerous he can be. And Shreyas was there for 28 balls. He's usually a busy player. He's not a 28 balls, 28 runs player. He doesn't quite play the same pace as Rinku or Russell. Even he couldn't time it. Something was off, I think, with the way they were batting. And CSK has done their homework. Obviously, you won 3 out of 3 games. You're bound to lose. So, but to keep them under 136, like you said, you had such a great power play, and then to just score 18 runs from 30 balls, brilliant. I think that's why CSK won the game.
And another thing, Siddharthan, I don't know if you noticed, but Dhoni was really active today. I mean, he was just making those field changes, really active behind the stumps. I mean, last 2 matches also they won in Chennai, I know, but I didn't see Dhoni that active like he was today. He was really pumped up for this game, I think. Really, I mean, he really wanted this win. Yeah.
Perhaps. But even the previous game again here in Hyderabad against SRH, after the blazing start Abhishek Sharma gave them, CSK came back into the game. They really, for 6-7 overs, they bowled without any boundaries.
Yeah.
And in that strategic time, Dhoni was talking to Gaikwad, and after that, he took over things a little bit in the circle. So a little bit more of that today. It's good. It's good. But good to see Dhoni pumped up, obviously.
Actually, Abhishek Sharma just smashed CSK that day. So, I mean, it would have hurt. Dhoni is a competitive guy. He may show himself like a very docile, friendly, and a person who trusts process, doesn't go with the emotions. But that must have hurt his emotions, like what Abhishek Sharma did or the SRH did. I mean, they actually could have won that game if the power play was not that bad. They could have actually won that game. So yeah, I mean, he took it personally to some extent, and anyway, it was Gautam Gambhir to fire him up today, and now KKR were also coming with 3 wins in 3 matches, so he must have seen this as an opportunity to make a statement. So yeah, it was great.
Absolutely.
But
KKR looks well rounded. Yeah.
No.
KKR actually looks a very good. KKR looks a very good sign. They have these wonderful spin bowlers in Chakravarti and Narayan, obviously. And Suyash Sharma is also there. And then you have all these other... You have Russell coming in and bowling. And then you have Vaibhav Arora, who bowls pretty well, and Stark.
Yeah.
They seem well-rounded, KKR, this year. It's just an off night for them. And they could be a serious contender this.
And they're missing Harshit Rana, who bowled well in that first game, I think. They're missing him.
Is he injured?
I think he's injured.
Right.
I think he's injured. But you were really pissed off at that bowler, Vaibhav Arora, I think, after he got Shivam Dubey out. Tell me your feelings about that.
You got 6. The game is gone. And then you bowl. I understand you're pumped up and etc. But at that point, if you want to give out some galis. I mean, I'm a big CSK fan and I like Dubey off late. So I got a little agitated in that moment. I didn't think that was the time to give a send off to the bats. You take a wicket and you win the match for your team, then you can swear
I
whatever you
liked
want.
I
But in
liked
that
how
moment, it just made no sense.
I liked what Siraj did to Sanju Samson in that Jaipur game. He was like, "Yeah, I got your wicket, but you've already won the game." It was just like a small celebration, and nobody actually came
Exactly.
to Siraj to celebrate also. So yeah, I mean, it was totally unnecessary. But Siddharthan, I just want to ask you one question about CSK's team combination. I am really having one issue with Daryl Mitchell being backed. I mean, I know CSK philosophy of backing players, and they're not going to chop and change unless they see something very wrong. But I think that last match versus SRH, they sent Daryl Mitchell in 16th over or something, and I didn't understand. Now they're backing him, but I think they're missing the services of Moeen Ali. I still feel that Moeen Ali can add a lot because Thikshana is a different kind of off spinner. Moeen Ali will add a different angle to it. So, what's your view on that before we move to Shansh?
I agree. I agree with 100%, Shikhar. Moeen Ali is any day. He's a quick starter. He's gonna either hit sixes or he's gonna get out. So yeah, Mitchell playing over him is puzzling me as well. I don't know what their team management is saying, but I don't see the team changing though. Unless you need to play more spinners, I think Mitchell will play and Mitchell will they'll try to bowl Mitchell as well when necessary. But I too want Moeen Ali to play. He was one of the players whom they retained in the mega auction the last time, so it's interesting to see that he's not playing. Let's hear Shreyan's thoughts as well.
श्रेयांश भाई कैसे हो? We missed you in Jaipur.
सॉरी यार, हाँ थोड़ा सा ब्लास्ट हो गया ना, उसके बाद और थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम बढ़ गया था। ठीक है।
कैसा लगा आज का मैच? देखा आपने सीएसके केकेआर इजी विन फॉर सीएसके? हाउ डिड यू फील अबाउट द मैच?
नहीं, मैच वाज मतलब बिल्कुल जैसे पुराने जमाने में सीएसके खेलता था ना, कि चेपॉक पे मतलब स्ट्रैंगल कर देता था स्पिन से।
स्ट्रैंगल बाय स्पिन,
और
ट्रायल बाय
कैसे,
स्पिन।
हाँ कैसे जडेजा और अश्विन वहीं से ऐसी ही पिचों पर निकल कर आए थे और इंडियन टीम के लेजेंड्स बने। मतलब बिल्कुल उस टाइप का पिच था जहाँ पे अर्ली 5-6 ओवर्स में आपको बढ़िया स्टार्ट मिल गया और उसके बाद इट वाज ऑल सीएसके। और सेकेंडली जो डेरिल मिचेल वाला डिस्कशन है ना, आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड देयर कि मुझे क्या लग रहा है ना कि चेन्नई को लगता है कि उनकी बैटिंग थोड़ी वीक है, इसीलिए मिचेल को ज्यादा बैक कर रहे हैं कि हिटर्स बहुत है उनके पास, उनको एक सॉलिड बैट्समैन टाइप चाहिए जो मतलब ऐड कर सके, लंबा खेल सके, कभी अगर जल्दी 2 विकेट 3 विकेट गिर जाए तो। इसलिए मुझे लगता है वो मिचेल को खिला रहे हैं और कोई रीजन नहीं हो सकता मोइन अली के ऊपर उसको खिलाने का। दैट इज द ओनली रीजन आई फील कि जहां उनको लग रहा है कि यार एक मुझे प्रॉपर बैट्समैन चाहिए, क्योंकि मोइन अली जैसा खेलता है वैसा सेम आपका शुभम दुबे खेल रहा है उसी अंदाज में। मतलब
बेसिकली
आज भी उसने वही 18 बॉल।
बेसिकली उनको that Raidu vacuum that they are feeling that Raidu was such a good batsman. मतलब it just shows कि how good a batsman Raidu was because they have replaced him with a foreigner. They are using a foreigner spot to replace Raidu. That shows मतलब उनको वही लग रहा है
जो
कि we
रोल
need a proper
राइडो
batsman.
प्ले किया और रॉबिन उत्तपा भी था दो साल पहले।
Right.
So both those vacancies they have to fill in.
I think that is the only reason why Mitchell is being preferred over Moeen Ali. बाकी मैच तो यार वैसा ही था, मतलब I didn't saw much but it would have been a boring match I guess. क्योंकि लास्ट तीनों मैचेस ऐसे ही हुए हैं, कल के दोनों भी और आज का एक भी।
Siddharthan, just one word. I mean, before we try to close this discussion, is that Mustafizur Rahman is loving playing in Chennai, and you also have Pathirana, who is injured, who got injured, I think. But do you think they really need both of them to play? Like they were playing both Pathirana and Mustafizur, so maybe they can, because today they played with only Mustafizur Rahman, who is a very fit guy, normally doesn't get injured that much. So you think they can manage with him, because today was an excellent bowling performance even without Pathirana. I know Patirana
I
can bowl
think
some screamers, but he can be expensive also. What do you think about that?
he is expensive, but he has a fear factor. He's very much like Malinga. I do think both of them should play because CSK historically has never played with two fast bowlers. It's very rare. You'll have Ilfen Haas or Doug Bollinger or all these guys through the years. And now you have Fizz and Patirana, who are both of them are very good bowlers and very different bowlers. I think it's a plus, and they can afford to do that, despite having so many options in the Indian pace options. You have Sumarjit Singh, you have Mukesh Chowdhury, you have the legend Shardul Thakur, and you have Deshpande, of course. So
that reminded me why.
and Chahar.
That reminded me why CSK's two-match losing streak got cut today. The main reason was the luckiest of all lucky charms. The Lord of the Lords, the Lord Shardul Thakur was there today. I think after 2019 final, which he got out on the last ball of Malinga, he can do nothing wrong. Nothing ever wrong can happen in a team which has Shardul Thakur. I am quite sure India would have won the World Cup on 19th of November had Shardul Thakur been playing. So yeah, I think that was one of the main reasons. I think he bowled really well also. I mean, he bowled 1 hour over
Except
in
for the
power
first
play,
ball.
then he bowled in middle overs.
Yeah.
He was famous for doing that middle over role, Shardul, during 2021 when he was very instrumental in that. What did you make of him, Siddharthan? Shardul Thakur. You also were
You know
asking
how I
him to
feel
be
about
played.
him. This game, yeah, I thought it's definitely better than Mukesh Chowdhury and Deshpande to play, and he's Lord after all. So I don't know, man. He has this wicket-taking ability. I'm not his biggest fan because it can be very erratic. The first ball down the leg side, I thought, oh my god, he has come and is releasing all the pressure. But he bowled nicely. He has that X factor, something that wicket-taking ability, which he might leak 40 runs or 36 runs. He'll give you those 2 wickets, which will change the game. So very interesting guy to have in your team.
If it was not KKR and Gauti and Dhoni rivalry, I would have pleaded CSK management to send Shardul Thakur to score those winning runs. Okay, Pratik, so you have reached home. What was your reaction to the game today?
Man, I cannot believe, seriously. I was thinking KKR is one of the best teams of the tournament, but CSK showed they are always the boss, especially at Chepauk. Like, it's so difficult to beat them. No wonder the crowd loves the MS there. He's a genius, seriously genius. And he put such a strong batting lineup under such immense pressure. That was brilliant to see, actually, if you see from the CSK point of view.
Yeah. वही हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे रिंकू एंड रसल could not fire today. We didn't see Philip Salt firing today. So Narayan also, I mean Narayan, I was quite sure that Narayan is going to fail today. I didn't pick him in my Dream 11 team today.
Same.
Because I knew that MS will have something for Narayan. I saw they were bowling very close to the body. They were not giving any room to Narayan. Narayan was just playing that flick shot to fine leg or that kind of shot. That was really good planning by CSK again to stop Narayan. Because other teams, we have seen once Narayan gets, those kind of starts like he got today, he just keeps on going and he will just dismantle the opponent. He'll bat them out of the match. He will just bat them out of the match. If you concede 6 overs, 85, you are already out of the match. Even though how good you bowl in the death phase, it will not matter, right?
Another thing is KKR and Gautam Gambhir made some mistakes today. I mean, we have to say they made mistakes with the selection. Like, they could have gone for Suyash, a better spinner. And then also they completely read CSK's tactics and the pitch wrong. We were all sure that CSK is going to put the spin trap. So they should have thought about 150, 160 score. But I'm sure they were looking for 180 all the time, and that's why they could not even reach 140.
After that start, they could have gotten 180 actually, or 170 at least. It's just that Jadeja bowled well and stopped them. But you're right. 150, 160 should have been a fighting score. Even Gaikwad was saying the same thing in the presentation.
Yeah, 150, 160 was the par score. I would say 155 was the par score, but the start they got kind of misled them to think that they could get 180 because it was Narayan factor that Narayan got them off to such a good start, and
But yeah, Gauti, I mean, KKR is still in good shape, and Gauti is
Hmm.
trying to build players. Like, I was surprised he played both Ramandeep and Angakrish today. Like, he's trying to develop Indian players, what he's known best for. So he's still a very good coach. It's just it was just CSK's day, yeah, and they were the better side.
And
Ankush?
after Gambhir coming back,
Hmm.
you have the West Indians playing well also, both
Yeah.
Narain and Russell. After like this season, they're killing it absolutely. And with them playing well, KKR looks very dangerous. And obviously, with the development of local players as well.
Yeah.
Strong
And I'm-
contenders this year, KKR.
And I'm very impressed with Ankrish. I must say, I've never seen so much fire with words and with the bat by one player. I mean, the interview he gave to Harsha Bogle, and also he has the looks of a serial killer. When he bats, he's like zoning into the bowler and he's staring at the bowler. And yeah, he plays some delightful shots. But that reverse sweep was totally a wrong shot. First ball of Jadeja, you can't be playing that
Yeah.
kind of shot. It was just terrible shot. But he's a youngster.
And he's
I'm
coming at
sure.
that position where he can score some like 70s, 80s. You know, if he would have scored a 50 plus today, like, wow, that would have been something on a tough pitch. But yeah, KKR is still a very good side. I would still say they're very likely to reach playoffs because if you barring Lucknow and Chepauk, most of the surfaces they will face will be fast, and that suits their batting very well. So they're still a very formidable opponent.
Okay, let's have a look at the points table once, if possible. I'm trying to share my screen. We'll have one look because
By the
now
way, we
is
are going back to Mullanpur tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we are going back to Mullanpur. And so this is from the Cricket Info side. We have the points table now. This is the stage of the tournament where we start looking at the points table, guys.
Can you slightly zoom in?
Yeah, sure. So trying to zoom in.
Yeah, I can see it.
Wait. Yeah. So this is the Rajasthan Royals is 4 out of 4 obviously, and they have GT, PBKS and KKR. KKR versus RR would be a good thing. But now what I want to say is Lucknow and KKR are now similar. Lucknow with that superb win yesterday with Krunal Pandya spinning a web. They are also doing a CSK kind of stuff in Lucknow. And वहां पे they won a very good match. They defended 160. They have defended 160 now 7 times in a row or something. So now Chennai
13
is on
times.
6.
13 times. They've actually never lost defending
160
plus.
And now Chennai is on 6, but they've played an extra game. But Lucknow and Kolkata are on 6 as well. So RR is on 8. SRH is looking really hot. They're looking really good team. And tomorrow will be an opportunity for them also to come at 6. And of course, Punjab is also on 4, so they can also come on 6. This is getting pretty interesting, guys. What do you have to say on that? Siddharthan, I'll first come to you.
It's going to be a very tight season once again. I think a lot of teams are going to finish in the same point. So, yeah, the higher you break from that mid-table jam, the safer you will be. And RR too, right? They have 4 wins, but a couple of losses, things could get very, very interesting for them as well. So.
And RR has that habit. They do it every season. So, yeah, we RR fans know what happens. Prateek, your reaction to the points table?
Very exciting, yeah. Again, I feel LSG, KKR, RR have the best chances this year to reach playoffs. And at this point, I think only RCB looks like the one team to me who will be struggling to reach playoffs. Other than that, I will say everyone is in the contention.
I think RCB and DC we can count out because Ponting is being terrible with some of the strategies and selections.
Yeah, I mean, DC has so many fire players, but yeah, because of the tactics so far we have seen, very pathetic.
Shreyansh bhai, if you're there, so your reaction on this point table?
नहीं, पॉइंट टेबल मेरा रिएक्शन यही है यार कि जो हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था कि जो टीम स्ट्रांग लग रही है वैसा ही चल रहा है. थोड़ा मुंबई का ब्लिप है एंड इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ देयर बॉलिंग. तो जो भी टीमों की बॉलिंग वीक है बेसिकली वो बॉटम में रह रहे हैं एक्चुअली में. दैट इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. और जिनकी बॉलिंग स्ट्रांग है
दैट्स अ गुड पॉइंट.
वो आपके देखो आप टॉप 4 पे हैं.
अच्छा
And
मैंने
tournament के पहले we thought Delhi has good bowling because we thought Nokia is a good bowler and we did not know Kuldeep will miss out on matches. So
yeah.
those
बस
two
वो
players
कुलदीप और
actually
नोटिया
have
की
changed.
वजह से ही तो उनकी हालत खराब हो गई ना। नोटिया इनका
Yeah.
सबसे खराब परफॉर्मर रहा है, सबसे खराब। मतलब
Yeah,
3 मैच
worse
तो
than
उसी ने
Stark.
हराए।
हम्म,
हाँ 3 मैच तो उसी ने हराए ना, 32 रन दिए। फिर रिंकू ने मारा था, उससे पहले भी उसको मारा था
धोनी ने
तो।
मारा था.
हाँ
धोनी, रिंकू, पराग सब मार चुके हैं सारे। वो हम कल डिस्कस कर रहे थे,
पराग भी,
सारे
यस पराग
सारे
भी, हाँ।
ग्रेड एंड एज ऑफ बैटर्स ने
रोमारियो.
उसको मार दिया है। 42 ईयर से लेके 22 ईयर सबने उसको मार दिया है। तो वो हम कल डिस्कस कर रहे थे। बट मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ, लखनऊ का नेक्स्ट मैच एक्चुअली केकेआर के साथ है गाइस, सो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी रियली फैसिनेटिंग। नहीं,
Wow.
उनका डीसी और केकेआर है, बट केकेआर का नेक्स्ट मैच लखनऊ के साथ है। तो वन ऑफ दीज टीम्स is going to lose that match. But before that, Lucknow can reach 8 points because they have such an easy match versus the worst team of the tournament till now, Delhi Capitals. So they will
नहीं
probably
बट
reach
दिल्ली तो
8.
यार बहुत ही फ्रॉड खेली, पता है कल। मतलब मैं शॉक्ड रह गया कि उनमें क्रिकेटिंग सेंस ही जीरो था। मतलब कल, मतलब मेरे लिए तो बियॉन्ड इमेजिनेशन था कि क्या हो रहा है। मतलब मजाक मची हुई थी।
क्या आप कुछ एग्जांपल दो ना, जैसे क्या आपको ऐसा लगा मतलब?
नहीं तो सेकंड लास्ट बॉल पे, मतलब जब छोटा प्लेयर है तब भी डिस्टेंस स्टब्स 1 रन ले रहा है, 2-2 रन
हम्म,
काट
And
रहा
Porel
है।
at number 3. Porel at number 3.
हाँ,
He's like
पंत
so
क्या
new.
Poreless
वर्ल्ड
number
T20
3।
के लिए कुछ ट्राई कर रहा था क्या? मतलब मुझे वो भी समझ नहीं आया कि वो नंबर 5-6 पे क्यों आया वो
क्योंकि
कल।
अगर आपको लेफ्ट राइट कॉम्बिनेशन ही देना था तो पंत को आना चाहिए था। उससे पहले वाले मैच में भी तो वो 3 पे आया ही था।
उसको पता नहीं था क्या कि 235 हमारी टीम को चेस करना इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमें 235।
Exactly. अभी कोई मौका थोड़ी ना था कि यंगस्टर को मौका देना जरूरी है. 235
क्या
जब चेस करना है.
बेवकूफी कर रहे हैं यार ये पॉन्टिंग। और ये देवांशु भाई उसको सपोर्ट करते रहते हैं, पंत 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 का नारा लगाते रहते हैं, मुझे तो गुस्सा आता है। आज बहुत अच्छा हुआ, मजा आया देश पांडे जब ले लिया ना रसल को, मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया भाई। मैंने तो देवांशु भाई पे हंस दिया, मतलब बहुत मजा आया मुझे सीरियसली।
अच्छा कल का क्या लगता है? बिकॉज
हाँ
एसआरएच का दे आर लुकिंग हॉट बट दे हैवंट वन एनी मैच आउटसाइड येट. दोनों होम में जीते.
हाँ, तो कल का प्रेडिक्शंस ले लेते हैं। मुझे आई विल कम एट द एंड, तुम लोग पहले बताओ। तो या सिद्धार्थन,
I
व्हाट्स योर
myself am very confused because I ranked Punjab low and my GT got thrashed by them, so I'm very confused.
Yeah, Siddharthan, what do you think about tomorrow's match? Want to take some predictions from you
Yeah,
before we
I think SRH will win. I don't want them to win because that will put CSK down, but I think SRH will win. It will be a nice fast wicket in that new ground. So Cummins will come in obviously, and SRH, if it's flat wicket, just there's no variations in the pitch is placed true. I think with their six hitting capabilities, SRH will put up another big total. And
अरे
Punjab
I'll also
doesn't
go with
have
SRH.
quite the same power.
अरे तू भी एसआरएच बोल रहे है प्रतीक?
Yeah, because I remember first match, it was a good batting wicket. DC, again, they did their shit tactics and posted only 165. Also, I remember the ground dimensions are not that big. So someone like Klassen will enjoy batting there.
या एक चीज याद रखो गाइस, शशांक सिंह इज गोइंग टू प्ले हिज एक्स टीम एसआरएच टुमारो।
The man in form. Yeah, the man in form.
The man of the hour, Shashank Singh. The wrong
The man
Shashank Singh.
abandoned by
I should
SRH
say the
and
wrong Shashank Singh, not Shashank Singh. But I am also going with SRH because I still believe Nathan Ellis will not play, and Punjab Kings
that's the big miss. Big
Harshal
miss.
Patel is going to lose another game. He's just going at 11 per over, so I think tomorrow
Oh,
he's.
they will take on Harshal, man. They will take
Oh,
Harshal Patel.
Klassen will just love Harshal, man. He'll be like, oh, Mike, am I in heaven or what? Is this heaven? Is this heaven Patel, not Harshal Patel? Anyways, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you. Really loved covering this match and the preview for tomorrow with all of you guys. It was a great session. Thanks, Pratik. Siddharthan, thanks a lot for joining. Please join
Chalo,
again
bye.
also on some of the other matches of CSK. And thanks to Shayansh Bhai who has left the call. So, yeah. See you tomorrow, guys. And please subscribe our channel Cricket Caviar for more content on cricket. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Chalo, bye. Thank you.